Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a question that's crucial to understanding modern American politics. Do American populists, Trump's base, truly understand his economic policies, like tariffs and tax cuts? So, let's set the stage. Trump has always framed himself as a champion of the American worker. From the beginning, his message has been America first, and his economic policies have centered on ideas like tariffs on foreign goods and tax cuts for individuals and businesses. For a lot of Americans, especially those feeling left behind by globalization and corporate outsourcing, this message hits home. But here's the question. Do people really understand how these policies work, or are they mostly attracted to the symbolic idea of America first? Let's start with tariffs, a huge part of Trump's strategy to protect American jobs. Tariffs are basically taxes on foreign goods, making imports more expensive. The idea is that by making these products cost more, American-made goods become more competitive, which could lead to more jobs here in the U.S. Now, for many of Trump's supporters, tariffs represent a way to take on foreign competition and bring back American manufacturing jobs. It's an idea that feels patriotic, like we're standing up for American workers. But here's where it gets complicated. When tariffs are added to products, companies usually pass those extra costs on to us, the consumers. So, prices go up on everyday items like electronics, clothing, and even food. And it doesn't stop there. When we put tariffs on a country like China, they often retaliate. For example, China responded with tariffs on American agriculture, which hurt U.S. farmers trying to sell their products overseas. So, while the idea of tariffs makes sense on the surface, the economic reality is much more complicated. It's not just a quick fix for protecting jobs, it also raises prices and can hurt other industries, especially ones dependent on exports. Now, let's talk about tax cuts. In 2017, Trump signed one of the biggest tax cut bills in U.S. history. For a lot of people, tax cuts are great. They mean you keep more of your paycheck. And for Trump's base, tax cuts are seen as a way to empower regular Americans and boost businesses. The idea behind these tax cuts is that when businesses save on taxes, they can reinvest that money into creating jobs and raising wages, a concept sometimes called trickle-down economics. But here's the catch. Much of the tax cut money went to corporations and wealthy individuals. Instead of creating new jobs or raising wages, a lot of corporations use the extra cash for stock buybacks. That mostly benefits shareholders, not everyday workers. Meanwhile, the middle-class tax cuts were modest and temporary. On top of that, Trump's tax cuts added a lot to the national deficit. And while most people don't see the impact of the deficit day to day, it's something that could lead to higher taxes or cuts in public services down the road. So, if the outcomes of these policies aren't exactly working for everyday Americans, why are they still so popular? Well, a lot of it comes down to symbolism. Policies like tariffs and tax cuts make people feel like the government is prioritizing American workers and standing up to foreign competitors. For many populists, supporting Trump's economic policies isn't just about the specific outcomes. It's about feeling like someone's fighting for them, defending American jobs, standing up to China, and supporting the idea of an America-first economy. And this is where things get interesting. The symbolic appeal of these policies is powerful, and it often overshadows the complex realities. In many cases, people support these policies not because they understand all the economic details, but because the message itself aligns with their values and frustrations. So, do populists really understand the full impact of Trump's tariffs and tax cuts? Maybe not entirely. The policies resonate deeply on a symbolic level, but the economic complexities, like higher consumer prices, retaliatory tariffs, and growing deficits, aren't always clear or widely understood. In the end, this gap between symbolism and reality shows how important it is for all of us to understand the policies that affect our economy. Policies like tariffs and tax cuts sound great in a slogan, but understanding their real-world impacts is key to making informed choices. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think about economic populism. Is it more about symbolism than substance? And if you'd like to dive into more topics like this, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time.